In this tutorial I will show you how to create this plant growing effect for your logo with the motion design plugin in Unreal Engine 5.4. Also, it will only take less than 8 minutes, so let's jump right into it. Right, first thing I'm gonna do is create a little landscape, so I'm gonna go to Corksall Bridge. I think I downloaded some wild grass. It's not the best quality, but I'll add it to this project. Make it a bit smaller, maybe 4x4. I can still make it bigger after if I want to, so that is step 1. There you go. Then after that I will select a few flowers to use in this project, so you can go to Corksall Bridge again and then choose whatever you want, like these field poppies. So I will add these to the project, some of these, and some periwinkle. Now they should be all in my 3D plans. There you go. So I'm gonna select a handful of these, so like a purple, red, orange, maybe another red. Alright, so that are first ones. Second, I put some purple in there. That's a bit bigger, so try to make it the same size, 0.4. Okay, and I will put them all in the center. So there they are, all in the middle. Good. And once the plants are in, you can go to motion design on the left, go to actors, cloner actor, click in your design, center the cloner. I don't need the default cube, so I'm gonna delete that one. Yes, and then I'm gonna take all my flowers, make sure they are movable, and then put them into the cloner. Now again you get a little funky black views. So to get rid of this bug, you select your cloner again, and then on the location you add a 1 at the end, so this should bring back all the colors like this. Then you can start playing around with the amount of it, so I'm gonna make this 1, let's say 50, bring the spacing down to, let's say 10. Well, actually I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, so I'm gonna say 300. There it goes, quite large now. So in order to randomize the layout a bit, you go to range, and then here you can play with the values a bit. So for example, rotation max, let's say 180. Try the other ones at, let's say 10, so it looks a bit more randomized. Then you can also play around with the scale. So for example, so this to 0.8, and then you can change this one to 1.2, and now it should look a bit more randomized. So that is done. And then now comes the part where you basically import your logo. In order to do that, you go to cloner, then layout, constraint, and then go to texture. Now I already have 3 black and white logo looking things, and then here under texture constraint is where you can import your logo. So I will start with the Unreal Engine, just drop it in there. As you can see, this is sort of what it gives me, but I want to flip it around, so I believe it is invert constraint. Yes, look at this. Beautiful. Now in order to give it some animation, you need to add an effector actor. Place it on there. Rename the effector, call it like animation. You can basically add the effector immediately to the cloner. So go to cloner, effector, and in the cloner you add your effector animation. Now after that you select the effector and then change the type from sphere to plane. And after that you can change the scale to 0. And then you already will see the effect. So if you turn it around, you get something like this. Now also to make your effector a little bit more visible, you go to select your effector advanced, the visualizer thickness, and then for maybe 5. That way you see your effector a bit better, like so. You can also raise it a bit more so to see it even better. And then after that you can swipe away, sort of say. Now in order to give it some visual animation, you can do this by creating first a level sequence. That's this thing at the bottom. Then you add your effector to your sequencer. press plus, transform, you add your first, make sure you are in the beginning, you press keyframe, timer to the end, move your effector to the back, and then press keyframe again. So now it should give you this when you play. Nice little effect. Your flower is popping up. Now you can make this shorter or longer, however you want. Now the fun thing is you can also change the way it pops up a bit, because now it's just linear. So you can, for example, create inbounds or inelastic. Use a bit more very bouncy move. So under inelastic you can change the, let's say, the intensity of the bounce. So if you, for example, change this to 1,000, gives a more wavy feel to it. So that's a more wavy bouncy effect. Nice. Use again. You can see it's bouncing in nicely. Right. Now you can also change the logo to something else that you have. So I had, for example, this one. So if I put it in there, it should magically just jump onto that one. It gives me this logo. Now if this is too long, you can change it. I have it at 240, but you can, for example, take 120 and then speed it up. One last logo I'm gonna try, and then import what you have as a logo into there. There you go. This is how you can play around with it. Now feel free to do all the good YouTube stuff. Hit like, subscribe, leave your favorite emoji in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.